Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. In this video, I'm sharing the best of 2025 sightings. In all, I had 30 tiger sightings, 15 leopard sightings, one rare striped hyena, and many birds. Our year began with a customary trip to Bandipur. Our first sighting on the 1st of January was a shy female tigress drinking water, and then the new male who walked towards us, sat on the bund for a little while, and crossed the road. We also ran into a group of four wild dogs with a cheetal kill. Back in Bandipur in February, we had a bonanza of sightings. Sundari walked head on day one of our safari. Then a leopard resting on top of a tree on our way back. The next day morning was a bumper sighting. First Sundari, and then Sundari with her young cub on a foggy winter morning. Next up, a bold leopard walking head on. He was not too happy seeing us. We wound up February trip with another sighting of Sundari. March, again we were back in Bandipur. It was a very busy trip. We had a good start. Wild dogs with a deer kill. Leopard on a tree in the morning mist. We spent a whole safari with Misekari, a leopard, sitting on the tree, and then she moved to a rock. And finally, a good tiger sighting. This was a sub-adult tiger. We had never seen them before. We also sighted lots of birds. Shikra, crested hawk eagle, Shirkri malkova. It's not so commonly found here. A lovely peacock in golden light, habitat shorts, and finally, we wound up our trip with another wild dog kill. April, we were back in Bandipur again. It was a very interesting visit this time. We sighted only leopards. First up, Misekaria on the tree. The second sighting was a very interesting one. We saw a leopard climb a tree walking towards us. And finally, a mother and a cub on a tree. June, it was our first trip of the year to Tadoba, and we had some amazing sightings. The dominant male of Kolara buffer, Xylo. Daughters of Chota Matka, Chanda and Chandni. And of course, the dominant male Chota Matka himself. We also had two good sightings of Junabai's sub-adult cubs. July, we were back in Bandipur again. This time, we saw the new kid on the block again. He was sitting in the bush and then walked onto the road. A very rare sighting of a sloth bear drinking water. We finished our trip with the sighting of this female tigress. She vanished without a trace in August. September, it was Bandipur again. We started our trip with Misekari, our favorite leopard. An interesting sighting of a cheetal on hind legs. Family of elephants. A bold male leopard walking towards us. And of course, a tigress. This was our first sighting of this tigress. And some lovely birds. Asian quail, common kingfisher, and an owl. In October, we started our trip with this lovely elephant walking on the main road. A very brief sighting of a new male tiger. And of course, some lovely birds. This one is lesser kukul. It's a very rare bird. November, we did two trips. The first one was to Ranthambore. This was our first trip to Ranthambore. Our only tiger sighting of the trip, Riddhi. Highlight of the year, a striped hyena, our first sighting in India. And of course, some lovely birds too. Our second trip in November was to Javai, the leopard capital of India. An early morning sighting of a leopard, and then a late afternoon sighting of mother and two cubs. Just look at that tiny toddler. December, we were back in Tadoba and the bonanza of sightings. First up, Balli from a new zone. The next morning, Mowgli, the dominant male of Kolara Kor, and his mate, the lovely Bijli. And this is J Mark from Umred. And finally, we wound up the year with Bijli's cubs and their interaction with the prey. Thank you for watching. Here's wishing you all a very happy new year 2026.